Good morning, everyone. Today we shall revise Chapter 7 of Geography textbook Human Environment, Settlement, Transport, and Communication. Students, in our previous chapter of this book, mainly Chapter 1, we have discussed human beings dependent entirely on nature for food, clothing, and shelter. But with the time, they learned new skills to grow food, build homes, and develop better means of transportation. And in this way, they have developed their settlements. What are settlements? Settlements are places where people build their homes. Early human beings lived on trees and in caves. तो पहले लोग कहाँ रहते थे? ट्रीज पर, केव्स पे. बट उन्होंने क्या किया, अपने सेटलमेंट्स बनाने शुरू कर दिए, अपने होम्स, अपने हाउसेस बनाने उन्होंने शुरू कर दिए. And mainly these settlements grew near the river valleys as water was available and land was fertile. With the development of trade, commerce, and manufacturing, human settlements became larger. Some of the river based civilizations or civilization grew near the rivers are Indus, Tigris, Nile, and Hwanghi. Indus, Tigris, Nile, and Hwanghi. Settlements can be permanent or temporary. These are the two types of settlement which we have discussed: settlement of permanent and temporary, which are occupied for a short time, are called temporary settlements. Just like in deep forest, hot and cold deserts, and mountains, often dwells are temporary settlements. And the second, permanent. Permanent are more and more settlements today are permanent. So more and more settlements are now in these days, just like we are living, are permanent settlements. In these settlements, people built homes to live in. यहाँ पे लोग क्या करते हैं, मेनली अपने घर बनाते हैं किसी भी एरिया में, प्लेन एरियाज में, हिली एरियाज में, एंड वहाँ पर वो लोग लिव करते हैं. एंड वन मोर थिंग, व्हाट इज साइट? साइट क्या होता है? द प्लेस वेयर ए बिल्डिंग और सेटलमेंट डेवलप्स is called the site. And some basic conditions for an ideal sites are favorable climate, availability of water, suitable land, and fertile soil where their settlements are built. In the story of Mr. Thomas and Mary, we discussed why people comes to the cities. Both of them were discussing on this topic. And with the above discussion or conversation, we can identify two pictures of settlement: the rural and the urban settlements. The villages are rural settlement where their people are engaged in activities like agriculture, fishing, forestry, craft work, and trading. And some rural settlements can be compact or scattered, just like in this picture. A compact settlement and scattered settlement. Compact settlement is a closely built area of dwellings wherever flat land is available. And in a scattered settlement, dwellings are spaced over an extensive area. वहाँ पे एरिया जो है ज़्यादा कवर होता है और कॉम्पैक्ट में एरिया कम होता है, घर पास पास में बने हुए होते हैं, स्कैटर्ड के अंदर घर दूर हैं, एरिया ज़्यादा डेवलप होता है, स्पेशली इन हिली एरियाज लाइक दिस. In rural areas, people built houses to suit their environment. And in the regions of heavy rainfall, in the areas of heavy rainfall, they have slanting roofs. वहाँ पे roofs कैसी होती हैं? Slanting, just like this. ताकि पानी फ्लो के साथ नीचे आ जाए. और नीचे क्या है यहाँ पे? प्लेटफॉर्म्स बने हुए हैं जिनके ऊपर बिल्डिंग्स बनाई जाती हैं. Places where water accumulates in the rainy season, the houses are constructed on a raised platform or stilts. What we called it? Stilts. This platform called as stilts. Thick mud walled houses with thatched roofs are very common in the areas of hot climate, and the local materials which they use like stones, mud, clay, straw, etc. to construct these type of houses. Second heading is transport. It is the means by which people and goods move. In the early days, it took a great deal of time to travel long distances. People had to walk and used animals to carry their goods. And with the invention of the wheel, made transport easier. With the passage of time, different means of transport developed, but even today, people use animals for transport. Just like this. पहले क्या होता था, इस तरह की कार्ड्स होती थी जहाँ पे लोग ट्रैवलिंग के लिए जाते थे तो वो ये यूज़ करते थे या एनिमल्स को यूज़ करते थे. In our country, donkeys, mules, bullocks, and camels are common. In the Andes Mountains of South America, llamas are used, as are yaks in Tibet. तिब्बत में yaks और साउथ अमेरिका में llamas. The early traders from other countries used to take several months to reach India. They took either the sea route or the land route. But with the invention of aeroplanes, helicopters, now we made travel faster. It takes only 6 to 8 hours to travel from India to Europe. And by these means of transport, we have saved a lot of time and energy. The four major means of transport are roadways, railways, waterways, and airways. And which is the most commonly means of transport we are using are roadways. Generally हम लोग यही यूज करते हैं ना. The most commonly used means of transport, especially for short distance, are roads. They can be metalled pakka road and unmetalled kacha road. The two type of roads are metalled, जहाँ पे सड़कें पक्की बनी हुई हैं, एंड जहाँ पर कच्ची हैं वो क्या कहती हैं, क्या कहलाती हैं वो, अनमेटल्ड रोड्स. Roads have also been built in terrains like desert, forest, and even high mountains. Manali Leh Highway in the Himalaya Mountains is one of the highest roadways in the world. On some places, roads built underground are called subways or underpaths. Flyovers are built over raised structures. Flyovers तो क्या है? Like this. ऊपर की तरफ जाती हैं और फिर नीचे आती है रोड्स. एंड जो सबवेज हैं वो कैसे हैं? टनल्स, सुरंग टाइप में. वी हैव रीड एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ दिस, अटल टनल. Second is railways. The railways carry heavy goods and people over long distance, quickly and cheaply. The invention of the steam engine and the industrial revolution helped in speedy development of rail transport. Diesel and electric engines, both which we are using, have largely replaced the steam engines. In places, super-fast trains have been introduced to make the journey faster. The railway network is well developed over the plain areas. Advanced technological skills have enabled laying of railway lines in difficult mountains or terrains also. Next is waterways. Waterways are the cheapest for carrying heavy and bulky goods over long distance. They are mainly of two types: inland waterways and sea routes. Navigable rivers and lakes are used as inland waterways. Some of the important inland waterways are Ganga Brahmaputra, the Great Lakes in North America, and the River Nile in Africa. And if we talk about sea routes are oceanic routes mostly used for transporting merchandise and goods from one country to another. These routes are connected with the ports. Some of the important ports of the world are Singapore, Mumbai, New York, Los Angeles, Rio de Janeiro, Durban, and Cape Town. These are the important transporting merchandise sea routes or ports. Next is airways. This is the fastest way of transport developed in the early 20th century. It is also the most expensive due to high cost of fuels. This type of journey is very expensive and not affordable to each and every person. जनरली पुअर पीपल्स और मीडियम फैमिलीज जो हैं वो इसको अफोर्ड नहीं करते. It is the only mode of transport to reach the most remote and distant areas, especially where there are no roads and railways. In areas where there is committees for rescuing people, distributing food, water, clothes, and medicines, we are using helicopters. Some of the important airports are Delhi, Mumbai, New York, London, Paris, Frankfurt, and Cairo. And the last topic of this chapter, communication. This topic we already discussed in detail in chapter 6 of civics, understanding media. कम्युनिकेशन सोर्सेज कवर किया था वहाँ पे हमने. कम्युनिकेशन इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ कन्वेइंग मैसेजेस टू अदर्स. With the development of technology, humans have devised new and fast modes of communication. Just like these. पहले क्या होते थे, पोस्टमैन्स होते थे, वो आपके लेटर्स को डिलीवर करते थे. बट फिर न्यू इन्वेंशंस हुए, न्यू टेक्निक्स आई, वीडियो कॉलिंग, वेब कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग. इन सब के थ्रू क्या हुआ, कम्युनिकेशन ईजी हो गया. The advancement in the field of communication has brought about an information revolution in the world. Different modes of communication are used to provide information, to educate as well as to entertain. Just we can take an example of computer. We may use it for education purpose or entertainment purpose. Through newspaper, radio, and television, we can communicate with a large number of people, and that's why it is called mass media. All these are functions through satellites. Satellites have helped in oil exploration, survey of forest, underground water, mineral wealth, weather forecast, and disaster warning. And now we can send electronic mails through internet. वायरलेस सेल फोन्स जो हम यूज़ कर रहे हैं काफ़ी पॉपुलर है नाउ इन दिस डेज एंड इंटरनेट प्रोवाइड अस वर्ल्ड वाइड इंफॉर्मेशन and now we can book tickets for railways, airways, cinemas sitting at home. Okay, students, do revise this chapter and learn exercise question answer and worksheet of the same chapter. Thank you.